Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Today, my thought was about altitude, about space. So, in order to gain perspective, so lots of times we deep breath. So, lots of times we try to get a different perspective of the situation by, calming our brains down and breathing deeply, or journaling, or meditating, or going for a walk. Let's do another breath. My stomach is growling. So many times we do that, which is fabulous. But sometimes we need space. We need a different perspective spatially. And so what I mean by that is, if you've ever been driving someplace, you think you know exactly where you're going, so you don't, you're not using a GPS. And then you realize somewhere you must have made a wrong turn and you don't recognize the area. And the quickest way to figure out where we are and what happened and how to fix the solution is maybe looking at a map, looking at where you are on the map, and you realize, oh, I got off like a whole exit earlier, and so I'm over here when I thought I was over there. And so what you've done is you've taken yourself up above the situation so you could see more clearly where all the pieces are and where you are in relation to that. Or if you, are in the 1970s and you're vacuuming with a corded vacuum, I'm sure there's a more relevant analogy in this time frame, but I'm going to use that one. And you're trying to vacuum and you're pushing and the cord has no more give, you're stuck, but it should go farther. And you can sit there and you can pull and pull and pull at the cord and risk knocking something over or breaking something. But generally, the quickest way to resolve that situation is to step back, look over and see, oh, the cord got stuck on the edge of this chair. I pick up the chair and the cord loosens. It's far less energy to do that, to take a step back, look at it, fix it. It's so obvious when we take a step back. But lots of times, psychologically, we're trying to get something done. We're trying to fix something. We're trying to see something. We're trying to understand something. And we pull and we pull and we pull, or we push and we push and we push. We don't understand why it's not working, why it's not happening. This could be for anything. You can apply this perspective to anything. So often if it's something you've been dealing with where you're trying to push, you're trying to pull and nothing's changing, maybe in addition to, meditating on it and breathing deeply and trying to stay calm and being clear on what you want, maybe you just take 100 steps back, metaphorically speaking, and you look at the situation from farther away, and you might realize there are other variables intruding in your progress that are much easier and quicker to fix once you see that they're blocking your way, and it saves you a lot of energy, right? So sometimes you're trying to do something, and it's just not happening. And it could be, like I'm thinking with my business, it could be that, I need a completely different perspective. I need somebody with expertise and experience that I don't have, but one conversation with them and boom, 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 everything falls into place, So this can happen a lot in life, I think. So just notice maybe, is there a situation you're trying to resolve, or or something you're trying to achieve that no matter what you do, it just doesn't seem to be working? You might be too close to the situation, and you might be exerting effort that you don't have to exert, and you might be taking time doing it that maybe it doesn't really require that time. It just requires a distance that will allow you to see it from a different light, in a different perspective. You'll be able to see more of the variables that are influencing it and possibly blocking it. I was going to say sabotaging, but that feels like more purposeful. I mean, just like a chair that happens to be in the way that you couldn't see because you were in a different room. So let's take a deep breath and relax your shoulders. And let's be kind to ourselves today in this thought. And just take this with you as a small little piece moving forward that, could pop up. And when that pops up, when that thought pops up, it might be exactly the situation that you need to apply a little distance to. So I hope that's helpful. Happy Thursday. Cheers. Oh, it didn't stop.